What's up? It's your boy JP checking in. I'm coming back at you with another video. I saw you guys were really fucking with the video I made about how looks matter in this world, unfortunately, and we all know it. But today we're gonna talk about something different. We're gonna talk about, why you're gonna make enemies in this society of ours, no matter how you are, no matter how you present yourself, no matter what personality you adopt. You will make enemies out of people. You know, I've tried to deny this for so long. I used to be one of those people who think that if you're good to people, if you don't mess with people, if you stay away from people, if you don't say anything to people, if you be respectful towards everyone, you won't make any enemies and you can just walk this world freely. But I'm starting to understand that, this world is just a jungle, man. And people are very predatory towards each other no matter what. They prey upon the weak. They prey upon the perceived to be weak, which meaning they prey upon the quiet people. The people who you just stay to themselves, be to themselves. They're not really into groups. They're not really into the mix. They're not really at every scene. People prey upon those type of people. And now I'm starting to realize, bro, like this world of ours is just one big jungle. One big jungle, and in the jungle there are no rules. Everyone's free game. No matter how you are, no matter what personality you have, you can be the most loving person, you can be the most Christian person, you could be the most antisocial person, you could be the most respectful person, and there's somebody out there that's just going to fuck with you. And they're gonna keep fucking with you until you say something or until you retaliate against them, and then after that point they become an enemy. There are people out there like that, you guys. There are people out there who are literally, pick at you and pick at you and pick at you and pick at you because they want you to respond to them. They want you to say something back to them. They feed off that. They like it, because one thing about it is that people are at war with themselves. When they're at war with themselves, they want to be at war with other people, you know and there are people out there like that, man. I've seen the most, quietest, nicest people turn into monsters out here because they have to deal with these type of people out here that are like that, and it's the most craziest thing in the world, man. When we were brought up, when we were little, the teacher used to always tell us, if somebody's messing with you, just ignore them. If somebody's picking at you, bullying you, tell the teacher. In this society, if somebody's treating you a certain way, if somebody's trying to hurt you, just walk away. And you come to realize, man, it's not like that, bro. People won't let you walk away, just like people won't leave you alone. Because once they say something to you and you don't say anything back, or once they do something to you and you don't do anything back, you're free game at that point, man. You're free game at that point. In your head, you're thinking you're being respectful. In your head, you're thinking, you're doing the right thing. In your head, you're thinking, oh, if I don't pay this person any mind, he'll stop. But in their head, they're thinking, that's food right there. That's a victim. That's somebody who I can inflict my will upon. And I'm going to keep doing it until he does something to me back. That's how people are wired, bro. That's what I'm saying to you guys. It's impossible not to make enemies. The only way not to make an enemy is if you live out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by farm animals. If you live out, in the middle of fucking, in a very country area where you don't go near people, you just stay to yourself, be to yourself, That's why we have those people out there who fucking, who live out in the middle of nowhere to try to get away from people, because even they realize it. Even they realize that you will never be at peace so long as you're around a whole bunch of people. You will always be at war. You will never be at peace so long as that you're amongst people. Because people are constantly at war with themselves, and they want to take you down with them. They want to bring you into it, and that's just how people are, man. That's how people are, bro. That's why they say, if you want it to stop, you got to fight, because that's the only thing people know is fear. It's fear. That's the only thing they know. Just like what off the Incredibles, the movie, the Disney movie Incredibles, where Syndrome told Mr. Incredible, "You see, and now you respect me because I'm a threat." It's the same thing like in real life. People only respect you when they're threatened by you. People only leave you alone when they're threatened by you. And that should tell you something about human nature. Their lives have to be in stake. Their lives, their mental and physical well-being have to be in risk for them to treat you well, for them to treat you with dignity and respect. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, you're going to make enemies no matter what you do, you guys. If you guys are listening to me right now, I'm telling you guys straight up, you are going to make an enemy whether you want to or not. Because there are people out there that are damaged, that are traumatized, that have been abused sexually, physically, emotionally, and guess what? They're going to project that on you. They're going to project that on you until you respond, until you retaliate. And then anything after that is just history. You got to understand, most people are just, they're traumatized, unhealed, immature little kids that grow into big adults. And they're everywhere. They're in the places you work. They're in the church. They're in the market. They're in your household. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's crazy, man. You have to become a monster out here. You have to become a literal monster out here to be treated with respect, to be treated with dignity. For people to just leave you alone, to leave you be. You have to be violent. You have to be a monster. You have to exhibit qualities of brutality. So once they see you're a violent person, you walk by, they don't say anything. But if you're the quiet kid, the antisocial kid, who doesn't say anything to anybody, who doesn't do anything to anybody, who treat people with respect, you are food. You are food, guys. Because one thing you gotta know, they're predatory. Human beings are predatory. Predatory. They smell it. They smell it. When they look at you, they're sniffing you out. They're reading you. They see, what can I say to him? What can I say to him to make him mad, to make him angry? They're psyching you out. They're saying subtle things to see how you respond. And then when they realize that you're this type of person, they go in for the kill. That's how people are. And after that first altercation, you don't show them that, you're not anyone to be trifled with. It'll never stop until you do something extreme. And that's where school shootings come from. That's where school shootings come from. The people who shut up schools have so much bottled, so much bottled thing. They have things bottled up inside of them until one day they lose it. They snap, because they never checked those people. They never, stood up for themselves. So they bottled it up, and and it builds day after day, day after day, month after month. The next thing you know, 56 people dead. But that kid, that school shooter, was respectful. He didn't mess with anyone. He was to himself. He was, he wasn't the type of person to disrespect people. He was nice, and then, he met a couple of wrong people. Wrong people came into his path, and he became a Degrassi school shooter overnight. So yeah, man, this is the video, man. Yeah, you're gonna make enemies no matter what in this world, no matter what ideology, no matter what religion, no matter what personality you adapt, you're going to make enemies. Human beings are predatory towards each other. It is what it is, you guys, But if you're fucking with this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe. I love you guys. I'm just starting to respond to your comments, so I hope you see that. It's JP, and I am clocking out. Be good, everyone. There's more content to come.